first call was a cliff faller who fell 40 feet off a cliff just south of the station. That was when I was 17. I was on exercise on the day. I thought I'd be trucked off the boat to swap for someone else, but there were experienced crew there as well, so they took me along.
My life right now is just like school, work,
and drinking.
No.
Yeah. Oh no, sure, no.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I've kind of been on a rescue. We went out the harbour in search of two kayakers. We were going to head all the way up the coast to Clarach, but I was on the boat with my dad and he saw them like just outside the harbour entrance, like sneaking around the corner.
The first one was for an unidentified object in the water. Luckily it turned out to be a plastic bag. The second one was for some overdue kayakers.
Yeah, I am second year psychology. Like, my pager has gone off in a lecture before. Yeah, my friends are really understanding of it. It's not really a big issue, really.
Have you done all that side, yeah? Yeah.
Tuesday night we do maintenance, just check over the boat.
We check all the hatches to make sure there's no water leaking in, make sure all the engines work.
Morning.
We've got things like throw bags, oxygen for people that need it, like you name it, we've got it basically. The bigger the boat, the more stuff you've got. So the little one is just like, it's all the important stuff. The little boat only goes out if the big boat's out. So you'd have all of the other stuff on hand if you needed it.
I've done towing, man overboard recoveries, so we get a mannequin, chuck them overboard, and then we practice recovering them.
I've done my sea survival and my seamanship course in Cornwall, but I'm hoping to get towing done next.
Going out in rough weather. The first time I did that it was quite scary, but I got over it quite quickly. Then it became quite fun. But yeah, it was daunting to begin with.
I've lived by the sea for my whole life, so I think I'd be a little bit more used to it than someone who hadn't lived by the sea. But I haven't really been exposed to that much rough weather on the boat because I haven't had too much time on it.
This is Holyhead Coast Guard. You are good on your
The idea of going out in the waves though, I think is exciting because the boat you're on, it's immensely safe. Even if it goes horribly wrong, it's probably really, really scary. But I know that I will be safe, so I think it's more exciting than scary, and I kind of like the idea of big waves. So recently I was practicing steering the boat with emergency steering. So we were going through a scenario where the steering breaks and you have to go to the back of the boat and fit like a pole into the engines that you can manually turn the engines with instead of steering. And you have to listen to your fellow crew members, give them hand signals and stuff. So that's quite good. It's hard work though, turning the engines because they're quite big.
Are you going alongside or above? That way or alongside?
This morning we did something we do quite a lot, practice man overboard drills. So we've got a dummy we call Fred, and we'll chuck him in the water and then practice pulling up to him and then recovering him into the boat.
It's a did man overboard, like pickups with dead threads, and then like helming the boat. Helming is driving the boat, so you have like full control. I did a bit of local knowledge for the second exercise, like putting out like Bath rocks, Cormorant rocks.
The most sensitive shark will be a person in the water. We'll have to get there as fast as we can and get them straight out of the water as timely as we can. And not just for a casualty, possibly one of us can fall in the water, the helm especially. To know how to be able to recover the helm without a commander in the seat telling them what to do. Later on we did some local knowledge, just pointing out certain points where we've had to go in to save people.
We're looking for the PPE and essentially PPE cards.
Because we're quite short time, you've had 2 attempts with that first fail.
Yep.
So we're going to go in if that's alright. Deadline.
I really like helming. It's really fun. I'd like to be a helm one day. Search and rescue commander who's like in charge of the boat and everybody on the boat. But then helm is the person driving the boat. Usually it is the SAR commander who is driving.
There were times where our station mechanic would be in the station. I'd come in just to help him out on whatever he was doing. Especially throughout the summer, I'd be here any day I could.
Hey bud, you okay? Sorry? If you can kick the feet, that'd be great. Come on. Brilliant, there we go, sir. That's it. Sorry,
Lifeboat taught me like, because I'm quite young, and then there are people here that have already got this kind of community, and they're older than me. It's taught me how to speak to older people, and like kind of work my way into new groups, because it's kind of intimidating when you've got all these people who are experts and everything, and then you have to kind of be the novice. It's kind of developed my ability to like talk to new people and like fit in with new people.
I definitely got a sense of that when I joined. There's a couple of guys on the crew, one being the mechanic, who helped me through a lot of the sort of decisions I was making based on what to do in university. He's really good at what he does, and that inspired me to make a decision. The training coordinator as well, so he's a paramedic, and he's basically who got me into making a decision about doing paramedicine instead of engineering.
I was doing some research and I found I think it was Thomas Edison, and he said, I have not failed 1,000 times, I've just found 1,000 ways that don't work. Because it shows that not doing something right is not a waste of time. It will help you in the long run.
It certainly taught me how to deal with things. Especially, I mean, this crew, we're all like a massive family.